We didn't want this. We did not want this. First pre-season friendly, and Broja looks like he's out for months. Joao Felix is being offered all over Europe, and Jorge Mendes is sitting an £80 million value, confirmed by a very reputable source. And then what? Christian Pulisic, US men's national team fans, you're gonna get your dream. Looks like he's leaving. Not on loan, but on a permanent. And which club? Well, I'll let you know later in the video. And finally, Morocco crashed the hopes of my partner Natasha, and France crashed the hopes of me. So in this household, it won't be England versus Portugal, and I will be getting dinner on Wednesday because both of our teams let us down and they're both out the World Cup. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Kavkas View, and you already know what it is. I gave you the rundown of today's video. I know you're gonna enjoy it, so if you stayed a minute into the video, there's some things that you kind of have to do. It's only courtesy, right? We're all nice people, every single one of you, right? All of you are nice people, so we're hitting that like button because it's free of charge. You're kind, you want to help me out. Number two, you're subscribing to the channel because you stayed for a minute and 20 seconds, and come on, we're in 2022, attention spans are only 10 seconds long, right? And finally, the biggest one, you're gonna hit that link in the pinned comment, and you're gonna go follow me on Instagram and DM me asking me any type of football related questions you want. You can even talk to me about the NBA because I'm addicted to that as well. Now let's break down this video. Let's start with the Joao Felix. Fabrizio Romano has come out and openly said that it is time for Joao Felix to move. And the reports are suggesting that Mr. Joao Felix will be moving in January. Not the summer, but January. So Fabrizio saying Mr. Jorge Mendes, always dapper in his nice suits. This man's got an island. You don't think he's got Tom Ford suits? You don't think so? 100% does. He is bopping around all the major cities in Europe where there are major clubs, and he's offering the services of Mr. Joao Felix. He's saying Joao is available for 80 million euros. 80 million pounds, sorry, let me get the figures right. 80 million pounds, 100 million euros. And this, in my opinion, is a bargain. This guy walks into Chelsea's side. He absolutely raises the ceiling of the squad, and if we can get Hakim Ziyech and Christian Pulisic out, bring in Joao Felix, and all of a sudden you're revitalizing that forward line. That's my personal opinion. I'd rather have him instead of Rafael Leao as well, by the way. A lot of you aren't going to accept that. I really would. Fabrizio Romano is saying that the deal can be done. Now, let's talk about what Morocco have been doing. Morocco have absolutely been humiliating people at this World Cup. Belgium, don't worry, no problem, we'll beat them. España, don't worry, penguin dance all over the gaff, we'll beat them. Portugal got embarrassed. Portugal came into this game, and I knew they were going to approach this game in this manner. They thought, we whooped Switzerland 6-1, it's going to be a minor. They get one goal where Diego Costa makes a massive mistake. In my opinion, brother, if you're coming to punch the ball, you need to clean house. Striker, defender, everyone goes and you're punching that ball, knees up. The guy rose like a salmon, scored a goal. Diego Costa's outside the net. It's 1-0, and then they defended for their lives. Joao Felix done his best. Bernardo Silva tried to move the ball. That Jota, the right wing back, horrible player. Held a Jota. I never want to watch him play football again. Poor Ronaldo had to come on at 39 years old, 38 years old, 65 years old, whatever he is right now, and had to almost save them himself. Pepe looking like my uncle, running down, up and down, out of breath at age 40. Portugal did not look like a side that was ready for the semi-final. Morocco beat them. Morocco deserved the win, and now it's setting up a semi-final against England, who, in my opinion, gave me the best performance I've seen from an England side at a tournament my whole life. Let's get it. The French beat England convincingly. And in the sense, it was convincing because the French just took their chances. Bro, this is what the French do at this moment in time, right? The French have made a reputation of, listen, you can have more chances than us, but I'm going to score more goals than you. And it's literally got to that point. They won the World Cup like this. My good friend Damien said that to me. He said, Alex, the Belgians said the same thing as you lot are saying. Because in my opinion, this is the best knockout stage performance I've seen from an England team in my whole lifetime. Guys, you need to remember, I remember tournaments only from 2006 to present day, right? And England have sucked my whole lifetime. So when we attacked the France, when we absolutely popped the ball left, right and center, creating chances, you got Saka moving in, out, a little bit of samba, you got Bellingham and Foden linking up with some possession play. I was going mad. I could not believe what I was witnessing. The defending, I expected that. Declan Rice is playing through balls. Like, it looked good. But sadly, The French were just too groovy for us. Our tactic was do not let Mbappe play his normal game. What we forgot to do was Mr. Antoine Griezmann bossed that game, picking up the ball in the pockets, beautiful delivery right onto Giroud's head. Giroud bullied the two centre-halves and got there first, absolutely powered in a header. Harry Kane missed the penalty, and all of a sudden, I left the pub happy. I swear to God, I left the pub like, you know what? We're going to hold our hands up high. We're going to be proud of this performance. Yes, it's a loser mentality, but this country has never given me any trophies to be happy about. So as far as we get, if we get some style out of it, I'm happy. I'm not going to lie. Now let's get back into the Chelsea-related transfer. So reports in England have been coming out consistently and around Europe and around the US. Pulisic wants to leave, but he only wants to leave on a permanent. He does not want a loan. Arsenal, Man United have been sniffing around this. They've both been saying, you know what, there's a player in there, potentially we take him on loan. Now rumors are coming out that Mr. Christian Pulisic is set to leave for £40 million to Newcastle. Newcastle, you're a lovely team. The fact that you're willing to give us £40 million for an asset that we don't want at this moment in time is fantastic news. This fits everybody's criteria. Newcastle have got great competition for Almiron, MLS star, another MLS star. Number 2, we have got £40 million for a player that we don't want, that we thought was a depreciating asset. £40 million for Christian Pulisic right now with his injury record and his lack of minutes and game time is phenomenal. What do you want to moan about? What do you literally want to moan about? That is fantastic. And finally, Pulisic gets regular game time to prove who he is. The US have got a World Cup to host in 4 years' time or 3.5 years' time. This is their talisman. As much as I always love to annoy US fans, men's national team fans, and say, look, Rayner's better than him, Aronson's better than him, I'd do it just to wind you lot up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Personally, he is your talisman. He is Mr. Captain America. You go as far as Mr. Christian Pulisic takes you. And if you don't agree with me on that, I need to ask you one question. What evidence do you have to tell you otherwise? This guy is literally the heart and soul of the team. He is the little bit of quality that you have that takes you over the edge. And you saw that at the World Cup. We all did. I think it's a good thing that he's going to move to Newcastle and he's competing against Almiron. Because if he can't beat Almiron for a starting place, then I'm sorry, you just aren't that good. And that's just my reality. Yes, Almiron's having a good few weeks, but the fact of the matter is, if Almiron is keeping you out of a team, we got a problem on our hands. And finally, the big news. We did not want this to happen, but it happened. Look, Armando Broja was playing a game in pre-season for Chelsea. Chelsea playing Aston Villa. They lost 1-0. I watched the first 35 minutes. Chelsea looked okay. It's a pre-season game. There's not much to take away. I don't want to be knee-jerk. I don't want to be reactionary. I don't want to be an individual that's going to go, oh my God, Potter sucks. He's been absolutely horrible. We need to get rid of him. No, there's no point of being that right now. What good's going to come from him having 8 or 7 youth team players in a team playing against Aston Villa's arguably their first team under Unai Emery, and all of a sudden I'm going to be moaning that we didn't beat them, we lost 1-0. The issue with this game was the fact that Broja's hurt, and it looks like Broja literally chased in. Him and Konsa had some sort of collision. It's weird. I don't understand why it was so bad, but his knee looked really bad. He was screaming. Guys, there was I think 1,500 people capacity stadium. Armando was screaming. You could hear it on Chelsea TV. He is not in a good place. There's going to be a scan and we're going to find out how bad it is or hopefully how good it is. But at this moment in time, it does not look promising. And if Broja's out for a considerable period of time, we are in serious trouble because Orba looked shocking. And I know we can't take away a lot from it because it's Aubameyang, right? And he'll most probably get fit and get a few goals here and there, and we're not expecting much from him. But if Aubameyang's not firing and then Broja's not firing, it's Kai Havertz at number 9 again. So as much as we're trying to get away from it and actually build a team around Kai, bruh, we're stuck at square one of just putting squares in circle holes. It doesn't work. Or square pegs in circle holes, you know what I mean. But guys, this was the Kavkas View. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found this video entertaining. I hope you found this video informative because that's what I'm here for. Entertainment of information. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we're aiming for 500 likes on this video. And guys, content will be more regular coming up now because Chelsea are returning, the World Cup's concluding, and there's just going to be a lot about us. I think we're going to be busy in the window. Peace out. I'm out.